everyone, what's up? How are you guys doing? So, we are back after a long time with a new episode of our podcast. Basically, I think in 2020 this will be our first podcast episode. So, we are back, and in this episode, after a long break, we'll talk about a lot of things. We'll talk about unlocking period that is happening, और उसमें आप क्या कर रहे हो, and how you managing your vehicles. और उसके अलावा we'll talk about some other things as well. By the way, let me just first wish you very happy World Motorcycle Day, which is on June the 21st, which is on Sunday. So as I'm recording this podcast, I don't know when I'll be able to edit this podcast और कब ये आएगा. So depending on that, I wish you pre-World Motorcycle Day or a belated World Motorcycle Day. And let's start the podcast. So hey guys, welcome back. In this episode, after a long time, we were not able to discuss a lot of things, especially what happened during this year. Because this year, I think, your first podcast episode, and it's been a very strange year. It started out very good, very fast. Everything was happening really quickly, and then coronavirus lockdown. As you all know, we are living with this huge issue right now. And although the governments around the world, especially our government, is trying to unlock things, are trying to get out of it, but the problem is still there. तो बहुत सारे issues हुए हैं और अभी ये problem इतनी आसानी से जाने वाली नहीं है. So what we need to do is take some precautions and deal with this problem head on. तो आप सब बहुत परेशान हो रहेंगे, हाँ जानता हूँ. Being motorcycle riders, being riders in particular, whether it be car, motorcycle, जिनको घूमना अच्छा लगता है, right now because of all this, lot of traveling has been stopped. There is a severe lockdown in some places, and हम इन सब चीज़ों की बात करेंगे. And in this podcast episode, we're going to talk about some precautions that you can take. So basically, we'll talk about these precautions particularly for two-wheeler riders, but as a common citizen, if you don't ride any two-wheelers or if you ride a four-wheeler, you can also try these precautions and keep yourself safe in this environment. So this is a very important topic for all of us. और तो पहले तो issue on hand we'll discuss थोड़ा सा, and then we'll talk about this problem and the precautions that you can take to combat this problem. The basic needs of a person, the economy, everything, jobs, right from food, every sort of person was affected by this virus. Every industry, particularly our industry, the two-wheeler industry, faced a huge impact because of this. और काफ़ी सारे चीज़ें डाउन हो गई. The entire economy was down, and for everyone this is a very stressful time. Even though we are facing with these difficulties, government all around the world and ours have finally decided after 2-3 months that everything cannot shut down completely, जो कि बिल्कुल correct है. The governments have decided that धीरे धीरे we will start opening the economy. Unlocking of economy has taken place. ये धीरे धीरे आगे बढ़ रहा है, and धीरे धीरे all the industries are opening up. I've seen some changes. I've seen some news. There are a lot of companies who have opened up their plants, their showrooms, their service centers. तो उससे क्या हुआ है कि people can go and buy a lot of things. Although अभी economy slow है, people are fearful of going outside. तो अभी भी businesses properly start नहीं हो पा रहे हैं. But at least they try to open up so that if someone wants to go and check out any sort of products or service, they can avail that. हमने भी अपनी shop को दोबारा से start कर दिया. We also started. So if you want anything which is available on the website, you can go and order. We'll try to deliver it as soon as we can. तो हम आज बात करेंगे कुछ ऐसे चीज़ों की जो काफ़ी important हैं, especially in this environment. The situation out there is still dangerous. There are a lot of people who are itching to go out on a ride. तो हमने decide किया कि क्योंकि this is our first episode in this unlocking phase, because we were not able to make any episode in the lockdown stage. So we as a rider community needs to take care of ourselves because अब क्योंकि अनलॉकिंग हो चुकी है तो किसी भी वजह से किसी भी रीज़न से we might have to go out on our bikes or since there is an issue still going around, ये अभी virus is still there, so we need to take some precautions when we go out. So यही precautions we will discuss in the podcast कि क्या precautions आपको लेने चाहिए and वो precautions वो कैसे help करेंगे. These are very basic precautions to take and they will really help you in protecting yourself when you go to. बहुत ज़रूरी है कि हमारी rider community safe रहे when they go out and they should stay alert, stay safe when they go out. Since the threat of the virus is still there, we would recommend that you don't go out as of now. But let's say if you have to, अगर कोई requirement आ जाती है and you need to take out your bike, you need to take out a two-wheeler and go out right now, तो उस purpose के लिए we will discuss some precautions that you should take. तो discuss करते हैं अब. Before that, let me just first mention that there are standard operating procedures or SOPs which have been finalized by the government. We urge you, or you should see the standard operating procedure before you go out. Go and check out in their website. If you stay in a particular state, you can go and check out state website, or you can check out Ministry of Health's centralized website, जहाँ पे central government has mentioned standard operating procedures for all of you. So please follow them when you go out and take care of yourself. So with that said, that disclaimer, we will discuss some procedures or precautions that you can take. So first of all, see, your bike has been there sitting in your garage during this lockdown. Or the first precaution that we recommend you is please get your pre-ride check done. It's very important. Pre-ride check का मतलब, since your two-wheeler has been there in your garage since last 2-3 months, of course there are bound to be some issues with your two-wheeler. The issues can stem from either some electronic failure or a battery failure, or there is no air in your tire. इसके अलावा बहुत सारे issues हो सकते हैं. There might be some issues in your engine, your clutch, brake. There could be a issue with some wires, your engine oil leaks, whatever it is. So what you need to do is give your bike for a pre-ride check. तो आप दो काम कर सकते हो इसमें. First of all, either you can give it to a official service station, right? अब service station सारे खुल गए हैं. If you want to go, तो आप वहाँ जा सकते हो और अपनी बाइक को चेकअप के लिए दे सकते हो. If they find any issues, you need to first address that. You don't want to go to service center. If you feel that your bike is in extremely good shape after the lockdown, तो आप एक काम कर सकते हो. You can go through your bike quickly and do some छोटा checks. All these pre-ride checks would be available with us. If you want to see, check out our website. There's a new section which is coming up called Owner Zone. Owner Zone में हम यही सारे pre-ride checks आपको बताएंगे. And there's a video also that we have made earlier which was not directly related to the coronavirus and this thing, but it was a 90-second check that you can do. कर सकते हो, तो you can check out that video. We'll put the link in the description below the title so you can check it out. So वो videos you can check out, and we'll put an article also soon in our new segment. So we'll put all the links there so you can do a pre-ride check by yourself and make sure that you don't have any sort of niggling issues. So but if you have niggling issues, we recommend you go to a service station and get this sorted out. Right now the problem is that a lot of the local mechanics, if you want to go to a local mechanic, are not available because of this pandemic. So you can go and check that out, ताकि कल को अगर आप कहीं बाहर निकलो और कहीं आपको जाना पड़े दूर, आपको अच्छी तरीके से पता है because of this situation there will be hardly any help for you wherever you go right now. तो आपको make sure करना है जब भी आप बाहर जाते हो अभी, right? तो आपकी बाइक completely, आपका स्कूटर, whatever it is, should be at its best. Second preventive measure is basically a preventive measure which is recommended by us. So basically when you wear your helmet, right? तो जब helmet आप पहनते हो, although most of us wear a full helmet, but if you consider a full riding helmet, full face riding helmet, वो आपको पूरी तरीके से protection नहीं देता है against heat and dust, क्योंकि उसमें space होती है. It has space below and it has space over the visor and it has fins. So what happens is, many a times, even though we're wearing helmet, the dust and the pollution creeps inside the helmet and can affect you and can create issues for you. तो हम लोग recommend करेंगे, so during this pandemic, the mask that you are wearing, वही mask आप अपने helmet के अंदर भी पहन लो. So when you wear the mask inside the helmet, first of all, तो general pollution और धूल से आपको बचाएगा ही वो. लेकिन right now, if you wear a mask inside the helmet, of course आप जानते हो कि वो आपको कोविड से या any sort of other respiratory issue से आपको प्रोटेक्ट करेगा. तो हम रिकमेंड आपको ये करते हैं कि आप जब नॉर्मल टाइम पे भी मास्क पहनते हैं, so you can carry on wearing that mask when you are wearing the helmet. मैंने बहुत काफ़ी जगह देख रहा हूँ, people are taking off their mask when they are wearing helmet. What we recommend is, whenever you put on a helmet, don't take out that mask, leave it there and carry on with the ride. Government has made the mask mandatory, so you don't need to take it out when you wear a helmet. Wear a mask, it will provide you extra protection. Now we're going to talk about the third one. Wear rubber gloves inside your riding gloves. That is a very important point. Why? I'll tell you. What happens? So right now you are required to clean your hands. ठीक है? Especially when you are outside, we recommend you clean your hands in between your rides, right? तो होता क्या है in these cases? So to clean your hands, the first thing that is recommended is soap. Soap along with water to clean your hands. Now, when you go outside, most of the time, आपको clean water and soap नहीं मिलेगा, right? And it's very difficult to carry a soap with you everywhere. So what we recommend is, since you don't have an option of soap everywhere, you can either go for a sanitizer, right? Sanitizer is a substitute. It removes germs and viruses जो 60% and above alcohol वाले होते हैं. But with sanitizers, there is a problem because they are filled with alcohol and chemicals. It is not advisable to use them very frequently. तो basically जो आपका first alternative है water and soap, उसका issue है availability, and sanitizer जो है जिसको जो portable है, you can carry it everywhere. The main issue with that is the usability, क्योंकि you cannot use sanitizer every time that you require to clean your hands. Now there is a third alternative to this, and that alternative is rubber gloves. You can get a pack of rubber gloves online. और आप क्या कर सकते हो, you can wear those rubber gloves and you can wear the main glove over it. उससे क्या होगा कि your main gloves are made out of textile or leather. The problem with textile or leather is, wherever you touch anywhere, the germs stick to the textile surface and they can stick to the leather surface. उससे क्या होगा, even though you're wearing gloves, your hand will not be completely safe of the virus. Why? Because the virus, since it's a textile surface in most gloves, the virus can be stuck on that surface and it can accidentally infect you if you touch your hands to that surface. आप सोच रहे होगे कि आपका हाथ पूरा क्लीन है बिकॉज आपने ग्लव्स पहन रखे हैं, लेकिन वो नहीं है और आपने गलती से ग्लव्स को बाहर निकाला एंड यू जस्ट टच योर फेस और उससे आपको एक्सीडेंटली बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है. सो फॉर दैट व्हाट वी रिकमेंड इज यू कैन वेयर अ रबर ग्लव इनसाइड योर मेन ग्लव. जब भी आप अंदर रबर ग्लव्स पहन के रखोगे तो आप अपने हाथ को एक एक्स्ट्रा लेयर ऑफ प्रोटेक्शन दोगे. दिस वाज आवर थर्ड प्रिवेंटिव मेजर. नाउ वी गोना टॉक अबाउट द फोर्थ वन. Now the fourth measure that we're going to talk about is you have to carry a sanitizer and a antibacterial spray with you at all times. Now as you all know, जैसे पहले पॉइंट में भी हमने डिस्कस किया था, soap and water is not available with you. Now because of the virus and in general as well, hygiene is of utmost importance, especially hygiene related to your hand. Now because your hand is the one which touches most of the surfaces when you are out, तो अपने हैंड को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए आपको बहुत सारी चीज़ें करनी पड़ेंगी. उसके अलावा wherever you go, you need to make sure that wherever you go, you take a break, you sit, that surface needs to be sterilized before you sit on that surface. So you have to carry all the precautions with you to protect yourself. Now, सबसे पहले हाथ के लिए what you can do is you can carry a portable sanitizer with you at all times. So you can carry those portable sanitizers and you can clean your hands with it. उसके अलावा for the external surfaces that we were talking about, you can always have a antibacterial antivirus spray which is available in the market. Before you sit down somewhere, before you eat at a place, what you can do is you can spray the liquid onto the surface and you can safeguard yourself from the virus. So carry these two things around. They are very important for your hand hygiene and for your overall hygiene. So the fifth preventive measure you can take is you can always practice social distancing when you ride. So most of the times right now you will prefer to go alone. Lekin let's say if you want to go with other riders or you have a group that is itching to go with you, what will you do in that case? So what we recommend is, even though you are riding together, even though you will be staying together, even though जितना भी safe distancing है, you need to practice with your group of riders. They should also know कि हम सबको एक safe distance रखना है और ज़्यादा close आके बात नहीं करनी है. So what we recommend is you can distance yourself from other riders by maintaining social distancing, which has become a norm. We all need to practice social distancing. तो राइडिंग के वक्त भी आप अपना एक डिस्टेंस बना के रखें. Wherever you stop, wherever you eat, whatever you do during a ride, if you're traveling with a group of riders, तो सबको बोलना आपका फ़र्ज़ बनता है कि आप सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग बना के रखो और थोड़ा गैप दे के रखो, so that we are all safe. Enjoy your riding. वो ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. अगर आप सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग करोगे तो अपनी राइड भी इंजॉय करोगे. अदरवाइज आपको हमेशा टेंशन रहेगी कि क्या हो रहा है, क्या होने वाला है. सो कीप राइडिंग एंड कीप प्रैक्टिसिंग सोशल डिस्टेंस. नाउ विद दैट पॉइंट बीइंग सेड, we will discuss another point which is what you need to do right now is all of us need to go digital. This is high time that we adopt the digital way of life. आजकल आपने देखा होगा because of social distancing, because people are not going out, everyone is offering digital products and services. मतलब products on digital medium and services on digital medium. तो वो सबके लिए easy हो जाता है, where you just need to download an app or a software or a website. You can go to that particular place, order something, whether it be product or service. तो आपको भी यही करना है. If you talk about riding per se, कि अब जब आप राइड पे जाते हो, whenever you go for a ride, आपको दो काम वहाँ करने पड़ेंगे. First of all, traveling will involve spending money on food, hotels and various other things. Instead of using cash or credit card, which you'll have to give to someone और उसके हाथ से germs लग सकते हैं उसमें, you can pay through a digital medium, जिसमें आपको directly touch करने की भी ज़रूरत नहीं है. You can directly pay through an app or a website easily, so that the person who is providing you the product and service get their payment and you could carry on with your riding. Or you don't need to give your card or cash to anyone. You can easily do this digitally. Now, इसके अलावा जैसे आपको कई रास्ते पे पेपर दिखाने पड़े, all you can do is you can download apps, you can store your papers in that app. और अब तो गवर्नमेंट ने रूल भी कर दिया है कि you can keep your documents with you in a digital format. तो डिजिटल फॉर्मेट में अपने डॉक्यूमेंट्स रखो और जब भी कोई आपसे मांगे तो या तो उनको फॉरवर्ड कर दो या उनको अपना फ़ोन दिखाओ और कहो ये है मेरे डिजिटल डॉक्यूमेंट्स. इट्स ऑल देयर. सो वट एवर यू नीड टू सी, आई विल सेंड यू ऑन योर फोन और यू कैन गिव देम अ लिंक वेयर दे कैन चेक योर डॉक्यूमेंट्स directly on their devices. With that, we're going to talk about our last preventive measure, which is you need to carry a basic bag of medication with you. Now, even before the lockdown started, जब हम ride करते थे, we used to carry a small amount of medications with us. Now, we need to carry a bigger bag of medication with us because the need of the hour is we need all these medications when we ride on the road. You need to take your health very seriously. We need to keep a larger medikit with us. तो अगर आपको कहीं पर डिस्कम्फर्ट फील होता है को यूज करो, टेक मेडिसिन्स, ट्राई टू कीप योर सेल्फ फिट during the ride. But if you feel if the discomfort is not leaving you, then you need to go and get yourself admitted in a hospital. So these were some preventive measures that you can take to protect yourself. As a two-wheeler community, we need to be careful and we need to protect ourselves in this. इसीलिए हमें ये podcast निकालना ज़रूरी था. And that is why we selected this topic as the first one in the series of podcasts which will come now continuously. If this recording was not good, then we are very sorry because right now we are making these podcasts from our home. But we'll keep on improving. We'll keep on bringing you more topics. We'll collaborate in the future and we'll try to bring you 2 podcasts per week from now on. We'll discuss the latest happenings, the latest trends which are going on. And by the way, before we close, we need to give our tribute to the legends that we lost in these times. Since we are not able to make podcast during that time, we're paying a tribute to them, a heartfelt tribute to Mr. Irfan Khan, Mr. Rishi Kapoor, and recently Mr. Sushant Singh Rajput, who all passed away in these times. And a heartfelt condolences and prayers to the family. We need to stay safe. We need to stay protected. And in these times, we need to take care of ourselves. So before we leave, we need to quickly give you some updates. As we told you, we're going to bring you 2 episodes in a week of your favorite podcast. Later on these episodes, we will be having a lot more collabs and guests, which we will discuss a lot of topics with them. We'll do a lot of collaborations with them. Uske alawa, we'll bring you more topics. You can follow us everywhere. So you can go into any sort of app, any sort of podcast app that you listen to, and follow us, subscribe to us, like us, suggest us what we need to do और हम कहाँ पे गलती कर रहे हैं. Please suggest us what we're doing wrong, and we'll try to improve the quality of our podcast in each of the episodes that will be releasing soon. So thank you for listening to our podcast. आपने अगर अभी तक इतना लेट तक सुना है, so keep supporting us, keep liking us, keep subscribe and follow our channel. And we make a lot more contents. We have a lot more content in our website. You can go and check out our blogs. You can go and check out our news event section. You can go and look for our forums. We answer any sort of questions there. We are there on social media, every social media, like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Pinterest. We're also there in LinkedIn and Reddit, as well as I am also there available in Quora. So you can go and check out our ID. You can follow us on social media. We keep on updating things there. So you can follow that space for all the updates. There are a lot more updates coming soon. Plenty of things happening right now. Our handle is at Motopsychcle everywhere except for Quora, where the handle is Saurabh Motopsychcle. So you can go and check that out. And a lot more stuff is coming soon. There are services which will be releasing soon, like insurance, rental, repair and pickup. इसके अलावा there will be 2 sections which will be opening up soon, which will be owner zone and rider guide. So we'll keep on updating you. Plus we are working on our app, so the app will release soon. इसके अलावा there is a special magazine / newsletter which is going to release soon. So keep on following us on social media, keep on following us on our podcasts, our videos, any sort of content you listen to or watch. Follow us, like us, share our content. Please help us share our content, and we'll keep on improving, keep on bring you a lot of content, and we'll see you in the next episode. So before we go, we always say ride safe, always wear protective gear, and now we're going to say always wear your safety gear and ride everywhere. Well, not now, but after this pandemic is over, then you ride everywhere. तो चलते हैं, आपको मिलेंगे अगले एपिसोड में. We'll meet you in the next episode. तब तक के लिए I'm Saurabh and we take your leave and see you in our next episode. Bye. Ciao.